point platform. TTPTV. Oh yeah. Unale we pledge with love and loyalty to we sweet, sweet mama salute. Now we all come together as well on for tomorrow. Now we go make salute.
Yes, family, I want to welcome back to yet another very, very important segment where they can through the Talking Point platform. My name now Mr. Komon-Tok. Today again, we deal with the usual Komon-Tok them. We get for can look at the audio, the message where Dr.Samura Kamara pull, where in say, pull this message, but because they force her and it denies it, betray the people of Sierra Leone, and the issue is more complex than what you now understand. Also, we go look at President Bio, Dana Rome, Dana Brussels, and we go also look briefly on in talk now Al Jazeera. If you are the first on this, if you have the first on this for January, we want to use this opportunity for welcoming our Talking Point platform with the broadcast now two-sided with a TPP Leo, YouTube, perhaps two-sided watch and so for the first time. And we also did na Facebook. We name our Facebook now Talking Point platform. Consider for subscribe na TPP Leo and also follow we na Facebook. But if we give a short advice, we want you to pay attention on YouTube. Why? Because we get something we will put here, we will not input necessarily in Facebook. For example, this morning, President Bio talked to Al Jazeera. We put on YouTube, but we not put on Facebook. So I know some people are a matter of convenience. So don't use Facebook. Some don't use YouTube. So it depends. But anyway, that make we get both sides. Right now we're live in both platforms. But you can subscribe here, you continue with your YouTube, or you can subscribe here, continue Facebook. Anyhow you do, it's fine. Just that we just get win preference anyway. We like both platforms, but we want to let people pay attention more on YouTube. Now, we get a very strong community now. Yeah? People are highly responsible, professional, some of them, highly engaging. Now people are like salon. Now people are don't push the platform to another height, and more or less we know what we do without them. But we get a simple bond whenever they can. Then they share. You like we not tell them, but as always we really remind them and not forget to share because it's very important. So you said, I mean, if you are observed, just observe. But while you observe, while they consider for subscribe, that is one. But also remember, say this platform. We get a niche. In other words, we concentrate on things them where the traditional media not they talk about, or they not get time for talk about, or then they afraid for talk about. Now then we take serious. Things them we get the potential for take we go just take the country go before, or also get the potential for take we go beyond. Now they will look after now. So we know the waste time. That's not that we stand for. That no policy. We're not partisan. We're not the APCR. We're not the SLPPR. In fact, we are all political parties. Yes, if you want to call and say. But anyway, the bottom line is we did for the people of Sierra Leone. So they can just now we can look at the issues here. If time permits, we Al Jazeera interview Mother Bio can take time, probably explain to people who know able understand and we will not get a chance to watch the interview. But they can just now. I'm not going to say.
Platform for news every day now we country alone. For education, entertainment, political affairs, TV. We got enough Tanga one inside Sierra Leone, like a big quantity. We breeze not a shit.
All right, so Campbell. First thing first, now we know we stand, not so. Now we go first to the first item, the first talking points. Now go on the first talking point. With first talking points, now Dr. Samura. Now listen what your Samu say. Osamu say, we don't understand in position. But anyway, Lord listen to what in Osamusi. Now Osamulis. Now listen, or they come back.
The most effective agents for pushing Sierra Leone forward. And I mean, through and through, I'll always put emphasis, put pressure upon the Secretariat. Forget into regular contact, regular discussions with the diaspora, leaders in the diaspora. Wherever I go, throughout me discussions with the international community, I always put Sierra Leone diaspora first, that you don't come alive, and the people of Sierra Leone believe so much in the diaspora. Now, I really decide for talk to Sierra Leone after this, only after Marabio give new statement next week, early next week, because he just don't travel. They say go Brussels. So we agree with the mediators and everybody that I can only give a statement after Indo make a statement, because his statement will address his own commitment to what was agreed at this dialogue meeting. Now, let's premise the dialogue on one fundamental thing, and that is expectations. The expectations of us and the APC, and for many, many Sierra Leoneans, is to see this government behind us, to see Marabio and behind us, only because we agree say it lead we into an electoral coup. Is ruling on a stolen elections. And therefore, we try for request, disaggregated, granular results of the election, we're going to prove or disprove a victory. Results as announced by Mr. Kone and the ECSM. Now, when we don't try, it's over 1 month to 4 months now. We never will get this. And our strength, in addition to what the diaspora is doing, the peer pressure, what the diaspora, they pull, which always that they appreciate, we here have only relied on the boycott by our parliamentarians, our mayors, chairmen, and councillors of local councils. It's almost going to 4 months. We don't see the generation of an evolving split in what we hold. The news very, very rampant that many of them don't decide for go because they know it would be here anymore. But having said that, many of them go because the news is also very clear that some of the leadership within the APC, they go talk to them. So the result is that we as leaders will give them conflicting signals. Now, it's very difficult for anybody in the party accept, although then they talk about it. When we decide to hold this dialogue, for me, I don't go there with the intention say that sell out on a betrayal or anything. No. God forsake it. Me, Samura Kamara, at this time of my lifespan, I can't grab for the kind against my people of Sierra Leone. Unimaginable. If anybody think that way, I think say it just really appreciate all the efforts where I don't put, the sacrifices where they put since 2018.
All right, so Fambul, the this now short one we will get anyway. We're not able to get the full clip of this one, but since we will rush for on here, that side we will catch. Also, I would say, let people not feel say don't betray, not betray. And according to her lifespan now, of course, by age, they take again a planet Earth, So see no need for let betray the people of Salon. But one thing I want to just notice, it seems as if Osamu don't begin betray. It don't violate the agreement. So this, if Manabio no address instead violate, Unamaka would have first violate the agreement. Now Osamu, because I talk, they say if I wait for make Manabio make statements before he makes statements. But he don't make statements now. So not a violation and till we don't sign war. I understand. He say, then tell and say, if I wait until Manabio makes statements before he makes statements. But you don't cut and I don't can make statements. And not to so the agreement say. And he say, he not go into the agreement, he not go there for go betray, he not go there not to intention. So which means now something play. So you not go there, but how you end up in a way that you support as them, you sympathize as them, then see like say a betrayal. Mature, responsible, somebody who will get wealth of experience where, like the book, that book where they call Julius Caesar. I don't try for take one Cindy, Brutus and Caesar. The reason we make Caesar die actually, even though a lot of people chuk na the capital, now because the person we not believe in, we not expect, say in best friend, one of his best friend will come chuka. That had the etubity, even you safe again. So this narrative will make Salon people feel like say you don't betray them because you get all right for say okay, they can consult with the party, they can consult with the grassroots. Okay, you work out from their agreement, or you're not satisfied, or at least you get something for people there. Of course, you go insist say okay, the ECSL, even though they agree for movement before as a country, but let them sack all the ECSL staff. Even if you don't want to now they be able to get out of that agreement today, maybe some people then go see, they go understand. Because Lord no make no mistake, Madabio na go they go so. In 5 years na go they go so. Now 1 year they can do so. And so Madabio na go they go so. In 5 years na go they go so. Not to 4 months they do so. Before remember this show December don't come. Before remember this show, Madabio don't do 1 year. Now go Madabio they go so. In 5 years now don't they done so. Now don't they done so. So people feel betrayed. The people where they accuse. So if you look at some of this, they feel actually disappointed. Why? Because of the heavy words there, the heavy statements there. Then for fire the Chief Justice, then for fire the anti-corruption boss, then for fire Mohammed Konen, all the regional staff, then for fire the police boss, then for fire the military boss, then it's just too my God, it's shameful. It's shameful. These are not that make them say take time. When you make statements, you give for take time. What you want. Not pronounce something where you need to follow up. When we put 2 months back, 3 months, before the election, one popular musician at the country, when Nasa Ayub, when Dr. Samura Kamara called the protest, first we not see Dr. Samura. In fact, will be later we'll see self na the party office now that is actually Coco see. So I be ask the question, what side you as the leader then protested and you for leader, but not leader. All right, okay, you next in command cancer. All of a sudden, before the evening, you don't can cancel the protest. You say God day, you go protest we vote. So what I tell talk, Nasa Ayub, now he writes on Facebook say this are two things there. Now they left to God. One, football, and secondly, politics. You they left unto God. You didn't left into there because me I get me team, me friend get me team. We all want for win. You understand? How that would be to so God, do let me team win. Let me team win. But actually, would I put the extra effort? Would I put all the mechanism in place? Now, in the when I got there, they put on by football, not to in business. Now we are multi-man business. Now we own problem. Now we own joy. Now we own hobby. So if you visit sometimes, God will go make a winner. If I not, I mean, they just walk. They walk. You get the point. So I agree with that, Andy. And politics, God know our business. It give you the sense for the rules. Now heaven in gets on. God, the mix matters. Now heaven in get right. God they respect you, right? And we say now make always you all respect in time and right. Next one, now in the rule day, now in gets the nobody not get no we not get seen the both planet Earth. Now we the ruler, now in give it the power anyway. Now in say una be the leader of all creatures there. So I mean, go justice sit on the this is not about religious business. I mean, we're not in a box of church, for after people that don't die that very morning day, you call off the protest and you begin to say you believe God did this, that. Yes, of course, all man believe God, but paddy, but anyway, the argument where a lot of people they put, this man actually no one this power. Now force them force they see quality now, they know say this are possible will deliver. So, but the man genuinely is not the kind of person where anxious, where ambitious. And you as politician, truly, if you want power, you then get for saying you. EBK will be one power, will be desperate. All man say I'm bad. But then if that's not a story now, it don't pass. Now, but the thing what I can find so interesting, people still need to understand. People still defend Samura. Still today. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. I know they understand again. Waiting left again. People, you see some bloggers or some even APC members and back. And some people will be getting respectful. Where I see back then they continuously they defend and demand waiting they pa, demand waiting a lot just wait now the right. I just shake me head that Butu, I shake me and say, wow, indeed. But what's in left again? The documents already don't spell everything out. The game done. Madabio, Paso, God intervened, but Madabio don't get him way 5 years. In fact, I feel bad, I feel bad in the sense that, I mean, people have just lost their life senselessly. People have just lost their markets there, lost their hands there, lost their foots there. I mean, it just that my biggest pain when I get over all of those things. I just feel so bad about that. I wish people for we don't know say worth it for fight for die for politician because they get more secret behind closed door that we will not know. Then they meet and they talk. All of these things they see, they don't arrange her. They don't arrange her. Months back, they don't arrange her. So this is not just a first saving for let at least the find way at least for come out of shame. Out of shame. That's it. So why people in the still they commode the defense and when I say hands are tied because what you mean the hands are tied? You're not the leader of the party. Let your voice, I mean, you're not going to use your voice now. Be a man of principle. You're not going to give me the cow, though you hold the rope. Because the argument so that they put here, EBK, the controller. Well, okay, now because they're able to control you, now that make. Well, people argue say then count and deliberately because EBK, that's ex-president Kuma, he want possibly the control. If you have people like Samsumana, if you have people like Richard Conte, if you have people like Alpha Kade, I mean a lot of people in the way at least maybe them they're able to control that way. But look at this man, see this man not a politician. So if you put on there, it will protect in loot, it will protect in properties there, and it will live for the rest of your life. And of course, we die in family taking estate, empire, So it one possible way they control where they control, But again, I still they put that argument there. Me, and also that person, that kind pick where Dr. Samura be don't reach, that kind of popularity where you don't get. Because they tell you say the biggest assets in this world now Motama, now human resources are the biggest assets. That kind of attention where Samura don't get. Because then tell you say now the attention at the new currency. Now the new currency. and say what you mean. Dr. Samura enjoy huge amount of attention past mother abuse. You know, we use our attention there. Do it then tell them there. Anything when you talk, it able go against EBK self. They see to you. Then they see to you. So why you not use our opportunity? Why you not use our opportunity? So why people in the state continue to defend this man, beating the dead horse? Why did they still waste time or defend this man? Don't it's over. Party man una blow, prepare, una organize una party. If una get up for 20, una take for the biggest. Somebody tell me one talk way. I know one on a take. I don't know if like yesterday one caller. He said right now the biggest problem, the fear, is not about 5 years. It's not about 5 years. It's about 7 years. Because the constitution they're on review. That is true. Now, well, APC get for partake on the constitutional review. Now, what's in the constitutional review recommend? And this now recommendation will be done from EBK in time. Then for change the years, then for add the years, increase the years from 5 years to 7 years. From 5 years to 7 years. So one of our biggest problem right now, APC, I get for member, it because let's say in a parliament, who don't get the majority. Now SLPP. So what they can do the constitutional reviews now? Mother bill they can take another 2 years. If you want forget it, you get it. Why? Because when they go parliament, they get the numbers. The paramount chief they support them. So these are the biggest concern. It's not about not just. I mean, there's no need for cry over spill milk. It turn this. Episode, I just move ahead. You know, when I stop for full self. It's too much now. I feel for them because some of them they don't know nothing what they happen. Some of them do not get no opportunity for talk with people that we actually know. I feel for them bad one. Anyway, so then they would don't do that side. But the one thing, this Marabio, they go get Marabio don't win award the best president, best African president for 2023. La put on for now. This scatter social media now. This award, now HE President Julius Madabia has been honored with the title African President of the Year 2023. The prestigious LPS award has just been accepted on behalf of the president by HC Dr. Mori Mayen during a special organized dinner. All right, so Madabio don't win the best president in Africa. You know, I don't know if well, I don't know how it happened anyway. But meanwhile, it's still there right now in Brussels. It campaign, it talk to people there, business people there, investors there. It rebrand Sierra Leone. Yes, it rebrand Sierra Leone. Let people then come invest. Sierra Leone is peaceful. So I mean, now not talk for her. I'll put 2 minutes of in conversation. Will they come back for all that time?
Mr. Chairman and organizers of this forum, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, good morning. I bring you warm greetings from our beautiful country, Sierra Leone, as you saw, the land of unrivaled friendliness and strategic opportunities. I'm delighted to be here this morning with you all for this 9th edition of the Rebranding Africa Forum. It is great to see this array of leaders and partners in development and for rebranding Africa in this forum. This annual gathering has become a beacon of hope and progress for Africa. And I commend the organizers for their tireless effort in bringing Africans and well-wishers together. The theme for this year's summit, Revolution in African Financial Systems, blending authenticity and modernity, pathways to financial inclusion, is both timely and crucial for our continent's future. It underscores the fact that we are at the crossroads in developing our financial systems. where
the 2 days African conference where they take place in Brussels for go ask for investors. Well, I don't know if they're the same investors where President Biobi they go chase for 5 years. I don't know if they're the same pattern back. They continue for go after for ask for more investors. But one video be they circulate na social media where one pastor say you see people still believe in this prophecy. But anyway, we then say now Dr.Samura Kamara will be the president. But anyway, let people watch.
I saw a revelation concerning Africa in general. Thank you. And as the Lord showed me that, He began to show me different countries. And the Lord equally showed me concerning Nigeria too. Amen. And as the Lord was showing me those countries, there is one particular country that I was hearing cry. So much cry. I listened very carefully when the Lord mentioned that country. That is the country of Sierra Leone. I heard so much cry, so much cry. And I began to inquire of the Lord, what is going on? The Lord said to me, I have anointed somebody to bring deliverance in that country. He said, but the wicked ones have stood against him to make sure that he will not rise. Now the angel speaking to me said to me, he said to me, liberation can only come in that country through that man. For I have anointed him and I gave him knowledge and the wisdom that he will use to dissect and settle the cases and the problems in that place. As the Lord began to minister to me, I asked the Lord, who is this man? The Lord said his name is Samura Kamara. And as I was looking in the spirit realm, and I said, the Lord, but they have a president. He said, till this man becomes the leader of that country, he said the country will keep suffering. What baffled me concerning Sierra Leone, and I could remember when that revelation came, and I asked the Lord, but the country have a president. You know what the voice said to me? He said to me, even if they have 20 presidents, he said, till whom I have ordained comes in, he said, suffering will continue in Sierra Leone. I began to ask God why. I discovered that in every country, in every family, there must be a man the Lord will raise that will rebuild the broken walls of those countries. And in Sierra Leone, God said, this is whom I have ordained. He said, but the wicked ones will not allow him. He said, let the man arise. He said, I the Lord will stand by him. He said, let the people arise around him, and the people should become an edge, build an edge over the man. He said, I the Lord will be with him. He said, when he shall ascend a throne and become a leader in that country, he said, because already I've ordained him with knowledge, with wisdom that he will use to dissect the issues that will settle and restore the country to its glory. And as the Lord spoke to me, the Lord equally took me to Nigeria, took me to another country, and began to show me. And I want to pray for African countries. Anybody God has chosen that will bring hope, that will bring restoration into the countries of Africa, I prophesy, if the devil is fighting them, from today the devil will lose forever.
Amen.
I said the devil will lose forever.
Amen.
And I prophesy, anybody God has ordained in Nigeria, anybody God has ordained in Sierra Leone, anybody God has ordained in Ghana, anybody God has ordained in Liberia, anybody God has ordained in Zimbabwe, anybody God has ordained in any part of the...
Anyway, this is a religion. Some of we not can talk much about religion because people and still believe say this prophecy they kind to pass, But I don't know. I mean, all man gets to say believe, not so. But we job now for bring can for na audio for bring can to na videos the way they make cancer the social media and make a call and Komon-Tok trending issues and they will bring can. So that's one of the issue. But by all this, one of the things we still remember, Basita, a renowned lawyer in the country, where at one time they had the Bar Association, where Marabionian fall apart when it be they tell we waiting the mean by two peace. I still they go by those words. We not going to get cosmetic peace, panta peace. They just work. Now we go back to in words. So we still remember, so we learn, because we get too much now we eat. We memory sometimes before remember, we don't forget. This now for we all, not so no more. We all, something and there's some talk. If you not refresh your mind, or not remind we before we what. But anyway, that make technology don't help we now. Let me remind myself. What in Basita be talk about been to money 3.
All the long-standing problems still entrench in our society. We have added another problem, which is making things even worse, which is taking us backwards and not forward. And what is that? It is the seeming policy of division and exclusion, marginalization of a certain group. That is not good for business. The political instability and tension is not encouraging investment. Division on tribal lines does not consolidate peace. It perpetuates resentment. Now, yesterday, in the opening statement of our leaders, we were inspired in so many ways that we saw that our leaders, for the first time, admitting to faults and willing to take responsibility. But we also see that there is a big gap between rhetoric and reality. We are preaching peace, yet we are undermining those institutions that foster peace. We can give countless examples, but I don't want to bore you right now with examples. Let me just mention a few. You cannot preach peace and you're sacking people who are guaranteed with security of tenure under the Constitution and the statute. You cannot preach peace and you impose a speaker on parliament against the majority party in parliament. We cannot preach peace when it seems like appointments are being done on tribal lines. We cannot preach peace when we are depriving access to justice of the hearing of political cases by opposition or otherwise, and even by the Sierra Leone Bar Association.
All right, just a refresh for now. Just remember, these are the issues that will actually matter. It's good that we go attract investors and for we leaders and go out there for go call people and for help for build the country. It's fine. We're not against that. But really, if we're not address the underlying issues, the investors they're not able to make any meaningful contribution. Because first thing first, they do them due diligence. That is fact. Anytime somebody they can invest $1 million, $2 million, then they do thorough analysis, thorough feasibility studies, the climate change, political, social, economic, everything. Because they know say it not just make any sense for let somebody go invest in a region, particularly West African region, where we don't get a problem of coups, economic instability, military instability, political instability, not for talk about a country its own. They do a thorough scan of even the region coming to a country. And perception, public perception can count a lot. Right now, if you put a box in our social media, you put maybe in the country about the state of the economy, which they feel, you find out say the negative view of the country is higher. You understand? Not that people hate their country. No, not so that. Because some of these things are real, they are fact. Things are difficult. So government waste for me, this is like a more wasted resources. Every 1 month, 2 months, we see President Beauty fly. You don't fly 5 years, nothing will change. Absolutely nothing progressive change. So another pattern of flying again for go. And I mean, I think if we just do the right thing internally, believe me, we'll make a lot of change. The hearts and get for cool down. We go for put policies in. We respect yourself. I mean, we're not going for do. We're not going for. We're not going for play shortcut. You understand? We get the real problems. So we left them for us to go run ups and white. Why time they put in money per side, show off. Then get for show of the environment, the place before them put their money. But I don't know if they know this, or I don't know if maybe not just a way, maybe not they for doing the country. I mean. Sometimes it's just too boring for get the kind of conferences there. We will not see anything tangible, you understand? And taxes and go up, will only depreciate even more. When they see political instability, when they see anxiety, when they see, it not just make any sense sometimes, And we don't know how the country will turn like against it in the next 2-3 years. We don't know. We absolutely don't know. We don't know. Now that's not the worry. Nobody know. Okay, APC they can go to parliament now. We'll see in the next 2-3 months. But what thing will make? What are the big difference? We are happy for let the country go before. We want of course, let goodness take place in the country. But we don't know. We don't know because the policies doesn't seem to be working. All right. So family members and community members, Lord, we just do now a favor. I want on a patient, don't mother bio when they talk to the world. I go take me time, I go left some of the talk there, but I go kind inside panting where when me know. I want to just continue for know the character, the person, the president who we get, the person who we get as a president, what did he do? The reason why people feel more pain, more anger, and anyway. Law we play for now. This interview with Al Jazeera, I got to stop from time to time. We do analysis on this. Law, listen, Al Jazeera.
Sierra Leone has enjoyed stability since the end of its civil war in 2002, though it's had to deal with a few domestic crises in the years since. Last year, hundreds of people took to the streets in frustration at rising inflation and economic hardship. The protests turned violent and led to deaths. Since then, President Julius Maada Bio has been re-elected, but there were accusations of widespread irregularities in the poll in June. A former coup leader in the 1990s, Bio's first civilian team was recognised for championing education and women's rights. But after the recent coups in the region, does Sierra Leone face a similar risk? The president of Sierra Leone, Julius Maada Bio, talks to Al Jazeera. Julius Maada Bio, the president of Sierra Leone, thank you very much for talking to Al Jazeera. I was last in your country a very long time ago. It was more than 2 decades ago, in the year 2000, in the final years of your civil war. And I remember it was the most brutal, awful civil war. I was actually there on the day that the rebel leader Fode Sanko was captured. Bring me up to present. How is Sierra Leone now?
Well, we are a peaceful, democratic nation making progress as far as development is concerned. The war is now a thing of the past. We've learned quite a lot from that very brutal war, and we intend to share our experience with the world.
You say the war is in the past. I mean, I remember driving through checkpoints that were manned by, I think they were called the West Side Boys. They were child soldiers. They were fueled by drink and by drugs. I remember the rebels and some of the things they were doing. I mean, the total number of people killed is well over 70,000, I believe. And it's not just the people killed, there were people mutilated. I remember some of the survivors telling me that they were taunted before they were mutilated. Do you want long sleeves or short sleeves? And they were either had their limb cut off here or here. It was the most appalling atrocities. Is there still trauma in your country from these things?
Definitely. We have not been able to deal with the trauma because there was no provision for that in the peace settlement. But definitely it was one of the most brutal wars in Africa. We are happy that it has come to an end.
All right, Fumble, the reason why we pause that part there, we know what's in the TRC advice, the Truth and Reconciliation, the TRC, the Truth and Reconciliation Commission advice, we say never again. It declare never again offense. And then put things in what cause the war, because then do a research for put and document everything will lead to the war. But as it stands now in Sierra Leone, it seems as if all of those recommendations will not kick them or will not take them serious, and will they repeat the same thing. You know, for maybe the war done past 20 years, some of una not be born it, una the watch winner, some of una just born. But exactly what the journalists they tell you, so some of you witness first hand. We see with Timabwe, they kill people there. In fact, that cut time, short time, it's true. So I'm talking about the under when at 21 years, 22 years. It's true. We saw it live. It was real. Person they can't put, they get them cutlass. When they kill person, say, my man of vexu, now you cutlass, now you not sharp. Imagine, they can't put person, they lay for killer. Then they, you know, I mean, you understand, it's for cutting throats. The way the person want shout, they say, Mama, they are big, Papa, they are big. Not to me, now you cut last, now you're not sharp. Can you imagine the reaction? How long on your hands, how short on your hands? All of those things don't make people. We don't aware see we not prophetic here. And one way them be recommend and follow we go into TRC, we go study the thing them way make effect. What that be said the government of Salon for we don't do. If we make a compulsory, the TRC for be a compulsory subject for each and every Sierra Leonean there, especially the young one there, because at the end of the day, they go know exactly that are the future leaders there, not so. So they need for know what thing make fit, why will not for fit, but we just kick that in there. It will not to say it didn't internet, just type and TRC, do you see and say voluminous. It did it. We're not taken serious. But I think we are joking because we are just going back and back. We just need to go back to anyway. Don't continue with the interview. We'll come back.
And the participation of the locals in trying to heal the wounds, the trauma, and all the bitter experiences is really what is making us succeed in trying to heal the society, the country itself.
The country was divided. Is there still a problem with regionalism and tribalism in the country?
We still have vestiges of that. The war itself was really not on an ethnic or regional basis. Most have called it a senseless war because it did not have any of those sort of characterizations. But what it did was to it was actually a combination of various factors, from bad administration to corruption to lack of justice, social justice. All of it, it was that which culminated into that war. So to describe it as being ethnic or what does not fit ours. So quite a lot of people, academics included, described it as a senseless war because it did not have an ideology, nor did it have the other descriptions that one would ascribe to some of the wars that we know in Africa.
Let's look at the lessons from Sierra Leone. At one point in your country, I believe there were nearly 18,000 UN peacekeepers, but actually the thing that changed things was 800 British paratroopers who went to Sierra Leone in the year 2000s. If you look at things now, 2 decades on, there's no appetite at all for an international intervention like that in Africa, is there?
No. The world is distracted. There are too many crises. And I don't think there's space for that sort of huge UN intervention although we have a huge presence already in the DRC. But why we tend to give the credit
All
to...
right. Fambo, no hold that side. The reason we make the hold that side, this is not the reason. I mean, some of we just need for, let's say, the fact and waiting we understand and waiting at the reality. Yeah, what Madabio say, the world already don't get distracted. The world don't get distracted. So Salon not a priority for any country. So anything will happen at Salon, I don't tell her this and I repeat for telling her this. I talk I study not so. And I watch the interview too. Now when I just don't confirm and back say the world gets too much na the hand. The Ukraine-Russia war don't become very timely, not taking time in bomb because of the players that we involve. NATO, the biggest military alliance at the world involved. Russia, and then get the biggest, the largest, and then get the largest nuclear weapon at the world. America, of course, now then they second. Una know you so like it's so dangerous what they play between Russia and Ukraine. Apart from that, we also see the Israel-Hamas war, they come to something else. More people, more players, more powerful players, and they come into the picture where they threaten the world in peace. Now come to Africa, you see many coups that take place. You see even Darfur, they're not able to get peace. Sudan, they're not able to get peace up till now. You know, so any president within this time na Salon, like for example, Madapio, if he managed to make election, I'm going to be very brutal, honest brutal with him now. If he make election, he not use call, though he get some of the votes, he manipulates the votes. The world know they come, they know they come, they know they come action. If one the citizen, for example, the only time where the government, the international community, they can wait and see the citizens of the country clap and stand say this is enough, we not accept this. Now the only time go see the international community, they react, they talk. But as it is stand now, nobody, all man keep quiet, nobody know they talk, everybody would say the international community definitely then go continue for work with Madapio. If you are what the EU report say, one watchword, the keyword, then tell you say it ultimately left now we are now. Now that's then tell we then don't do the investigation, they don't tell we to find out, but they say the rest it ain't a Salon people Anna, not to their business. You understand? Then it will only become a business when it comes to human rights violation, maybe protest them across the country, not to one side no more, across the country, not to Freetown no more or the opposition stronghold. The entire country for sure commitment, if you're not one the president, when they rise up, more killings take place at different parts. For example, that's not the time they react. But as it stands now, because the world is distracted, anything will happen as alone, forget it. Let nobody know if you say EU, ECOWAS, and will come put statements say matter be common power. That then will only act in future if a new government can have power where they want to investigate what will take place 2023, June 24, then they then support. And I will guarantee you that the international community they support her because they get evidence, they get caught everything. Sometimes they just use common sense. You understand? That common sense I need to use. And sometimes they're gonna say you compromise your principle when a very survival at stake. The West in survival in West Africa is at stake. So that I make people like Madabi, even though there is ample evidence, they say, win the election, then it's still beer. Go ahead. Lord, listen.
That actually ended the war, I want us to go back to the local actors that played a very critical role, especially women, the paramount chiefs, and other organizations that were there from the beginning. But of course, they do not have that presence and to project what they were doing. But that kept the war, that kept the society going and hopeful that the war will come to an end. And if we talk about the sustainability of peace without relapse into another conflict, it is because we Sierra Leoneans wanted to end that war, and we are looking for a group that will help us because already the war was on.
Let me talk about some of those who intervened, and that's the United Nations and United Nations peacekeeping, because there are lots of questions now about United Nations peacekeeping. In your country, they stayed there until 2006. They disarmed all of the various groups, and that mission is seen in the UN as a great success. If you look at the situation now, you had a large UN peacekeeping mission in Mali, which really didn't stop the violence and is now being kicked out of the country. And as you've already mentioned, the Democratic Republic of Congo, the UN has been there for decades and the violence is still raging. Is there a role for UN peacekeeping in the world now?
There is still a role for the United Nations peacekeeping, but like I have said to you, there must be appetite for peace within the country itself. The various actors, the main actors, or certain political, cultural, and other actors must be willing and ready to help the process. In our situation, in as much as the dominant literature out there does not talk about Sierra Leoneans played a critical role in ending that war. And that should be taken as one of the experiences to be factored into the mix as far as DRC and other places are concerned. The locals are important. And if you can identify what will happen now is the UN becomes the midwife to bring the groups together. But we are interested in peace, and we are interested in making sure that we make progress. But because conflict itself breaks down communication, what we need at that time, most of the time, is actually that mediator.
So with the Democratic Republic of Congo, the UN have tried all sorts of things, and certainly they've been speaking to the women and they've been speaking to the civil society, some of the sort of things that you've mentioned, and yet nothing seems to work. Is there a new approach needed to DRC, and what is it?
I am not a scholar on DRC. I am very far off.
Now, some key sensitive area I want to pay attention as the interview they go on. I want to just know. I want to know who reach outside there. The pause there, very important.
Emphasize here is that the locals are important, their contribution, their deep knowledge about what is happening. Sometimes the international troops that go in have no understanding of the underlying currents that are actually keeping the conflict alive.
We've talked about the transition in your country since 2002, since the war ended. Is there any risk of violence returning? And you started your second term as president in July. There was an election. It was controversial. I'll get onto that in a moment. But as the results were announced, the opposition leader, Samura Kamara, claimed live rounds were fired at his office. Are you worried that violence could break out in any way in your country again?
There were no shots fired there.
All right. Fambu, Unai, you see, look, I understand the power will be behind, because I know some people like can say, una holding at the social media, una for cool down things. Bro, I mean, come on, bro, come on. Some of we not so idiots there. I'm telling you. No, just listen again. Come on. Listen again. Listen one more time. Listen one more time.
Third.
In a moment, but as the results were announced, the opposition leader, Samura Kamara, claimed live rounds were fired at his office. Are you worried that violence could break out in any way in your country again?
There were no shots fired there. There were claims of that. The police investigated. The observers went there. They saw no sign of anything. Of course, elections are always contentious, as you.
Fambulen, few days ago, the U.S. ambassador visited the APC office. In fact, they even showed the older, the cartridge then still there. In fact, we know say not to even one person, not to just gone, then kill person did. Mitron Bangura is my actual name there. So, and the president are aware about this. So I don't know what team rather build the game for go internationally, for go lie, because this is not big time lie. For go internationally, for go put this nine they hurt people. I think when we put this interview today, we see more than 99.9% negative comments against Madabio, because like what you go portray na Al Jazeera and waiting Sierra Leoneans and know, it not just match. Yes, there were live rounds. They fire live rounds. In fact, not so live. They're not just fire. Person died there, for God's sake. I mean, I don't know if it's bad for let politicians talk to where necessary. I don't know if it's a crime. I don't know if it's a sin for talk to. I don't know if it's a sin. But anyway, I know it pain people and today, honestly, people and they will say then just not get words. Absolutely, you know. But anyway, lobby.
In the process like that, like war, the truth is the first casualty. So people will say anything to get the sympathy of the international community.
Well, let me just pick you up on the election, exactly what happened, because I said it was controversial. You needed 55% to avoid a second round of the election. You got 56%, yes, according to the Election Commission. But an independent coalition of civil society groups, National Election Watch, which has been looking at your elections for 15 years, they estimate you only got 50%. And also in some districts, there were reports there were more votes cast than there were registered voters, and the EU said that there was some mistrust around the electoral process. So just on the record, were you fairly elected?
Oh, yes. I will win again if we went to another election. I've worked very hard for the country, and there was every evidence, available even before the elections that I was going to win. The election was free, fair, and transparent. Of course, like I've said, elections are very contentious.
Even where we're speaking in New York, in the US, they're contentious.
Well, I mean, as we speak, I think given the President Biden's position is still being contested. So elections everywhere. We are a fledgling democracy.
You have elections in Sierra Leone, but if you look around your region in recent months, in your part of Africa, power is changing hands not with elections. And I tell you, Mali, your next door neighbor, Guinea, Burkina Faso, Niger, and most recently, Gabon.
All right, lobby just
some type of debt relief.
The last part where una just go on where it had say therefore allow we follow make mistake because we in a young democracy, there are things and way we go actually accept. I mean, if mistake na mistake, but when they say premeditated, I don't know if a premeditated something you go call it a mistake, till we plan for go. So I mean, unable to understand this kind of mistake. Would they say overlap? I mean, it's just ridiculous, honestly. But anyway,
whichever terminology they give to it, call it the Bretton Woods institutions and all the other international financial institutions. They were established at the end of the Second World War. Things have changed. We have different aspirations. We are no longer subjects of our colonial masters. Quite a lot has come into play. We are talking about climate change. We provide one of the biggest lungs to the world to absorb the byproducts of the many wrong things that are taking place. We contribute less than 4% of the carbon, and yet we are disproportionately enduring some of the effects, the adverse effects of climate change. So the world is definitely not a fair place, but we are still holding on, and we are thinking that a fair world will listen to us and say, yes, they are making a genuine effort. But there is a limit to what we can do, and we need the support of the international community, not when Sierra Leone is on fire, but when Sierra Leone is making effort not to be in fire.
If you had less debt, would you put more money into education? Because that seems to be one of the landmark achievements of your government. 20% of the state's budget going into education. You've made schools free, both primary and secondary schools. Why has education been such a priority for your presidency?
It is the biggest weapon for transformation in the world. It is the best investment in human beings. It is the best thing we can do. If we are enlightened in the 21st century, with fit-for-purpose education, a lot of our challenges won't go away, but we will reduce the impact on society. We are talking about inclusive development, leaving no one behind. That is why we have what we call the radical inclusion, meaning that irrespective of who you are, where you are, what political inclination you have, you should have access to it.
All right, okay. Now, I think the other part, a little bit, would I explain it? So the last part now will be the talk say. Just like, I mean, not new, because the same statements you go talk in New York, we see, and for allow we make mistake because we're not practicing democracy, we're not young democracy, which other countries don't practice for 200 years, like they make reference to America, you know. But anyway, that's if you want to watch the entire interview throughout, you can check on our channel. We put on this morning, and this one are just a short one, as always, for let at least people and just get the key ideas, the key message. One of the AIO people and feel so bad now the two will take place where people and even lost their life, person lost their life, and the person's in no fire, no bullet in the. We are talking about unity, not so. We are talking about peace. We are talking about no move on, but I mean, how we go move on when we know they talk too? Tell me why? How we go move on? You know. Anyway, so Fambule, we go tap yanda. We go tap yanda. Tonight, we can. I don't know if we're going to open the line anyway. We get some issue with the line. I don't know. We go try, but we're not going to attempt for call anyway. We're not going to attempt for call. But it's not a guarantee that you will go through because you get some issue. But we go try when I go attempt. But we can't take on a text them. Love we try for put the line. No, we just try. If you go fine, if you not go well, we may say no work. But let's put the line up. Let Fambule one add them voice. Just a second. All right, okay. I think we don't get the first caller. Yes, caller, just a second. Will they connect you? Just a second. Okay. I think we don't get. Yes, who's I call from?
Oh, I've been a contact. I call from America.
Okay, 1 second, please. 1 second. Yes, go ahead now. You get the platform.
Okay. You know, really, Sierra Leone is in a big problem. You know, some of we are expert and resource person. You know, I mean, a resource person in international business and human capital development. I get an MBA in Dublin with a PhD. I Sierra Leonean, born Sierra Leonean.
Wow.
And
Okay.
yes, and we sit down with the cry. We want to go help the country, but people they are not straightforward. Like then kind of statement with a man they make so ashamed because I get the photograph, I get everything with the boy they tin up with the shoot inside that office. Me not to APC man, being a SLPP to back. I'll tell you this today. But with that type of statement with a man they make it don't just make a lose up and lost every confidence in him and the country itself. Because even what Anes Koroma do, Anes Koroma is the architect of what we go through so. Because you don't get chance, say, wait, if the cake, you don't lose them, it throw away them so that nobody no could get them. Because why? If they demand for get a third term. And that third term there, because trust the people that they work with in the APC, it got put somebody when I technocrat, when not a politician, it do the same thing what Shaka still do. We go take Momo from the military. It can plant over strong politicians. We don't train for SLP. They undermine Momo and make Momo not be able to run the country. We will come back to war like how we did. Now the same thing as Komado. Samura no go do nothing past the consultant because Samura is not a politician.
Yeah.
He can't be a politician overnight. That man, a big man now. They're going to step to 80. I respect that man for doing 365 degrees or can be a politician, strong politician like Petito, and then tough man they wait and did it that are supposed to stand against. He do and deliberately for protect himself. And then put money in his pocket for take care of the bio, babysit bio for let bio destroy SLPP. We destroy SLPP, bio day, now rent host for bio, it give money to bio, and at the same time, it keep money for completely destroy SLPP. Because you get the hope say when bio, if in a bio win, it's a playing game. If you bio win, bio go protect her. If Samura win, nine total. This is what people for sit down and think Sierra Leonean. We get for use with brain level, sit down and think before we talk. We need new movement. We need a movement that Sierra Leone.
Yeah.
A movement like Ghana do.
I agree with you.
Yes.
I agree with
you. We need a movement of we will get the economic power. We will there abroad. We get the money and we get the education. Like we all we get the platform. Now we get for sit down and take Sierra Leone in our country and prepare a movement from outside and go inside. Because the people that were inside Sierra Leone, they understand. They're 75% illiterate. How they going to understand? They understand where that man they talk. You see, I see the discouragement that you face. I see how you feel. But them man alone, they don't sabi that. They know their horizon is so low that anybody can come fool them and get them to where they want.
All right. Okay.
Now, at a log ahead, we are at a dire street. I'm telling you, my brother, we need a movement. And we don't form a movement. That movement, sooner or later, will share with you and give you waiting at the demand and everything. We need Sierra Leone for revive Sierra Leone in any ways or means. We need what in Ghana do. We get for clean up the judiciary. We get for clean up the administration. Clean up the dirty politicians. Even the two parties, they know what you can't be doing the same thing.
You make some very brilliant points, but anyway, if you want to expand, you go call back. Now we add another voice because some calls I don't wait here for long now. All right, it's supposed to be 2 minutes, but I don't get up to 5 minutes because of a brilliant contribution. You go call back. All right, now we add another voice. Yes, call outside the call from. Okay, we don't miss this caller. Yes, call outside the call from. Yeah, outside the call from. All right. You get the platform. Go ahead.
It's so sad that Dr.Samura Kamara they try to explain to people that we don't know about the agreements with the sign that they for defend or deny the betrayal. I think they will focus now on how to elect the party and the party structure. It's very, very clear inside the MP. The agreement where they make the read out on that day to all of us. We listen to her. You should all man go to parliament, the MP then the castle and everything. Don't you should APC they involve, they reform. We the president don't propose policy then they understand. You don't get an ultimatum say, okay, well, we'll go for 6 months, we're gonna go to the results when they come back. It's done. The kind of issues that come up, this is done. There's no going back, there's no type of defense and type of switching things for the MP there.
Yeah.
And it's directly for focus on the kind of we see how to move forward. And because we're concerned, kind of we see, we don't concern about 7 years time now. And concerned about third time. I mean, we're concerned.
Yeah.
And we don't let it make this as a gift again to the SLPP. Because then power can give the SLPP government a third time, will not be careful. So then let for the people like CEO, then they wait for results, and they wait for results for come. No, it's not even on the agreement. People who listen to the agreement, it's not there. It's done. This is done. We don't get to move on and try to build the APC again and try to make sure they're not violating the constitution. That's what it is. And with regards to the APC party, the shooting, then the evidence are all there. It's just sad that really until they say nobody not shooting and everything. But anyway, we need APC for focus for getting rid of the people there as soon as possible. The hype side. Yeah.
All right. It's okay. Now we had another. Now we had another voice. Yes, call outside. They call from. Who's that they call from?
Hello?
Yeah, who's that they call from?
I call from Sierra Leone.
All right, you get the platform. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's always happened to this world at this country. And they blame Anescoma. From when this thing they happen at this country. I know when they say good statements, as a former leader. We don't contribute. We don't that we respect her so much. We love her so much. When it's come, if you see people president, now that's going to fly the country. I go see people in president say the party left the country. You see picture. That is the only way you go see an escoma in people and tweet on social media. But say an escoma, they go kill it inside marking on their foot, then inside. And escoma no one day come out, he condemn this extensible. You see, Madam Bill, this year I'm not also than the whole people there. We say under me telling the protest, but not this is soldier man, the security force, then they use every hand by the people there. It's like young people there. If it agree, you say go for put, you need to talk that way, but you go for put some ideas the way Madam they say go come. But this guy, some of them, what did see happen? And this is Samura, the what is color talk, say Samura Kamara, not a politician. Na a technocrat. This is and it's come a do thing deliberately. It don't be for normal yes. Salon. They don't enjoy the privilege of the salon people, the taxpayers' money, enjoy all the privilege and life. You don't think that little say, people there. This way they go on so. Prospective will judge me tomorrow. But this man, look, they got this one color talking about. He left them. They say if we give them this man, this German will be defense minister, Paulo Conte, or he give to them, he give like Richard Conte. They strong APC position with them vibrant. Them can most say they all the because he was he get products, he sick, but he active past Samura self. And I said, Kemos say the team that is active man in a game they kill people there. Samura no one day that even an escoma. I know an escoma it make you fit.
All right, thank you very much.
We up tonight the call the talk this there. We the convince we say okay, mono one.
Now we had another voice in case you want to call back. You will call back. Yeah. All right. Now we had another voice. Yes, call outside the call from. Yes, call outside the call from.
Hello?
Yeah, outside the call from.
Oh, I'm lucky, man. My name is Saidu Kagwa. They call from United States.
All right.
Oh, man, I be done the list in the program. I dey sorry for my country because that country seems as if people them not ready for change and they're not ready for understand. I see people then they bash at the power. Me, they can't defend Samura Kamara. But me say, where are they so are young? I know rich like a Samura Kamara. If I've been there inside that house, where them be the fire gunshot, America day, you not get nothing for say. England day, you not get EU day, they not get for say anything for that day. People the way they get power, they don't say when I left this. People they sacrifice 400 million, more than 400 million, wait for health salon. People that they sleep are angry, they shoot them. Man, if I miss I they say I sign that paper where Samura signs to. Why people they back at Mother be always sacrifice 400 million for MCC for letting grab power no more. Samura not get nothing. When they blame us, we're helpless. You there give me Komon-Tok.
You get 30 seconds more. Go ahead.
Also, we're helpless. Like Samura Kamara. One game bullet, like where Adebayo said, Salon Posse or Black Posse, Africa Posse, say I make slavery day. Slavery be day. When one great Posse all gone, they control the one whole salon. How much would they be? They shoot that party. Let's see that part of do. Let people they talk about. Now then, ideology there, Salon condemn unnecessarily. Make Mother be kind of power.
All right, thank you. In case you want to call back, you will call back. All right, in case you want to call back, you will call back. Now to 2 minutes. We allow we had another voice. Wait time done. If you want to call back, if the line not busy, we will still connect you on the phone. Yes, call outside the call from.
Okay. So Komon-Tok. I go from Twitter. This talk way would be talk to my very sensitive. From all I've been listening, we start the program today. Then look the kind of way mother be the Bulan at Jazeera, the all the watch was saying, them video the only na Jazeera, the in a BBC, in a Senate, the happiness, so the fan of patrol. This my talk say, now lie them the lie. The question was the American ambassador go the negotiation, all the bullets, holes there. This guy they tell me that people about kind platform the supporters of SNP development of this man. Something is wrong with them. They're not going to say something wrong with this mother. For the good so they can platform the whole world. I say platform, I never go to somebody say, you see, what the actor say, what you go for people? You see, for the hardship, you see the people then things they oh, I can't protect the people. They talk about the hold on, they look back. They go vote for a back. I say vote for I say the first 1 month, I need a scale of what? That's it. I was making us yes. The main business.
All right. Okay. Thank you very much. Now we had another voice. All right. Call outside the call from. Yes, call outside the call from. Yes, outside the call from. Yes, outside the call from. Sorry.
From Berlin.
All right. You get the platform. Go ahead. You get 2 minutes.
Yeah, so Komon-Tok, me do the choice no. God bless us. Sorry for Sierra Leone. For we. Because this president right now, he disgrace me. Please, we American ambassador. He go na APC office. Only this door. This guy finish, man. We finish. See white man them. We don't get you. You need to wash by you. You know, they keep in time. By the grace of God, we get justice, man. You know, this guy, he get blood in hand. You know, inside the beach, you white man, you need to wash by anything. You need to wash way back and get you. You know, you can lie. I make we let the guy in charge of them, the guy the watcher. He look nervous. The panic.
All the long standing.
In a panic, you know, but by the grace of God, we almost get justice. You know, people don't die. Their blood, you know, whatever we pain by the grace of God. You know, so I will stop more now.
All right, yeah? Okay. Now we had another voice. Yes, call outside the call from. Outside the call from.
I call from Virginia.
All right, you get the platform. Go ahead.
Yeah, we just follow up on that was because they left the Badabio, 90% all the weapons at the country. They are inside our room, you said they are Dr.Samura Kamara in the party office, now you sign that paper. That guy examples there. Mandela, you know, began nothing, that's stone they use for Facebook in South Africa. The enemies, the people that have the first against them. The South Africa, I mean, one of the best in Africa. Enjoying that telling. Maybe if we don't remember what's celebrated, Kuma Valley and all them side they are around. The way we never go inside it. And because of the South Africans, the people were in the sample of that thing. When people in their community, what do you mean the time to say that? People are not go, they don't forgive Samura Kamara, they fake excuse for that. I don't talk to them as that. They don't understand say why we people there. Only the people get already. For be anything we come, but Samura Kamara don't make any effort. They don't make any effort. Instead of talking about God day. And we say, you say, I'm only football and politics in the left give to God. Because God, not to God, your side handed. Not to God, your side handed. This is we own success, we own responsibility. You can't be saying we do the country. You can't say we have followers, the people are committed to you. At the end of the day, they're going to disappoint you. Will they forgive you? And whoever, all of them, will be part of you. God will let them.
All right. Okay. Now we had another voice. Thank you for your contribution. Yes. Yeah. Call outside the call from. All right. To miss this caller. Okay. All right. I'll connect this one again. All right. To miss this one. All right. Now we see. Now we see. Let's see if we. Okay. I think we get another caller. Yes, caller. Who's that they call from?
I call from Belgium.
All right, you get the platform. Go ahead.
Making me want to, I get a dream. And this dream, I don't dream I'm back 14. Because they say, then they go and tax water well. Anytime where I want to resist this dream, I they get them back over and over. The tax away, then I go drop something inside the water well then. Because they don't put something at Kuma value. They don't put something at the 43 when at the heart of Britain. They don't do all kind of things. If the people in a salon, they're not prayerful. Waiting salon there for see. Everybody will remain for talker. So I want you to get platform because this is my first thing for all on this platform.
Okay,
Then the people
you
of Sierra Leone,
are welcome.
Yeah, and they ask the people of Sierra Leone, let them pray. Okay.
I think for Dolly set because you're not gonna talk to we don't listen yourself. You know they work like that. Now for Dolly set back in court. All right, okay. Now we see now we had another call. They are the advice where you call now for Dolly set or you completely turn it off because they get bad feedback. Who's the call from?
Yes, how are you, ma?
Number. Who's the call from?
This is Macmillan, and I call from California.
Macmillan, you're welcome to the program. You get 2 minutes. What you can bless you with? You know, now you put them book there, Macmillan printer, eh? You know the Macmillan printer, eh?
Yes.
All right. Go ahead.
I want to let people stop for the blame Samura Kamara. Any political party, they get the legal team. This is not a shame and a slap on the intending vice president in face, a need for bow down and a need for apologize to the people of Sierra Leone and to a political party and the Secretary General of APC. They get a whole legal team where somebody, why not a legal binded person, go look Samura in the face. I watch the video, what I want to tell Samura, what Samura they talk say, anything they can do or talk here, not to go above or below the law. Why make this legal team not be done tell Samura Kamara for go to court? This legal team for bow their face like God on chains. And they still be deceive the people of Sierra Leone, say they will rerun the election, which is not possible. The international community will not help us. They will not help APC because they've been there wait for APC for going to court. And then they will force the court to make the court do the best practice. That's what the international community need. But they will still deceive us poor people. They will do rerun. Or they go put back the members, they go, okay. Let me not blame Samura Kamara. This attempt to make the law, the robe the vice president, I would say name, for refugee, the lawyer guy, and that kind of the robe, they will remove them from the law. Because they know better than Samura Kamara. Thank you. Let not blame them.
All right, Lord, we had another voice. Yes, caller outside the call from. Okay, we don't miss this caller. Family, let us share something, yeah? Let us share because we forget not to so. I want to see something. I they share something quick. On our watches. Yeah, caller, call back, please.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. This is the Office of the National Secretary General. Yes. Very good. These are my staff. And of course, we need to see these things. This is the bullet from the attack. Yes. The attack. Yes. This is another bullet from the attack. It was indirectly at me. This is another 1, 2, 3 there. That is 3. Another one there, 4. This one here. This one here. 4. Yes. So we were seriously attacked, you know. You will see similar replica in the office of the sheriff. Yes, upstairs. It was like.
All right, so Fambulen, that's not just a recap. You know, like I can always say, sometimes we forget, but that was a shot, not to the dead body to talk about, not to the dead body. So it hurts people in this morning, where that interview they surface online, it really hurts people. It hurts people. I'm told I don't ever see negative comments in Rich Andy. I know ever. And this is not only from APCU. SLPP people, SSS scams. Some people in the comments they mean SLPP, but this is too much. You can't just say this thing because this. I mean, the U.S. ambassador says then go show and the man get the bold man decision Al Jazeera. Man, come on. Now we call them back. Now we call stay. Yes, Fambule, the line don't connect back. We take some of our calls. We round up more. Try to round up the program. Now we go up first now the comment section. Let me see. All right, okay. Now we connect the call there. Yes, call outside the call from.
Yes, Mr. Komon-Tok, I call from Dubai.
All right, you get the platform. Go ahead.
Yeah, yesterday we made contribution before the line off.
Okay.
I say Samura been under heavy pressure. The me not to APC like I say, but the opposition, the way they blame them 100%, especially this stand with and take. I will tell them I say the parliamentarians if not being agreed to this peace process, if I've been told funny man, because some of them think the government accept like for drop some cases them prisoner them, all for being both because the parliamentarian when we go to parliament, now be must. And here you yourself don't begin to say people other leadership in IPC will go talk to the parliamentarian, let them go to parliament. So division within the party already.
Yeah.
So let the AP supporters let them calm down. Let them not just take this, Samura. It's not being an option, definitely. Yesterday, I mean, I'll be the last caller. I make this point. I say, we're in a position where.
No, you get option. Oh, man, you get option. No, if you, I'm not going to say if you not get option. No, not going to you get option.
What's the option?
The option, you can walk away. Oh, my integrity pass everything. You get for stand for something. You get for stand for something.
Okay, now they walk away. No, listen now. They walk away, but no. The parliamentarians, they never go to parliament.
I don't know your name. Look, I don't know your name. You don't contribute a lot on this program, and I like your contribution because even the time where everybody they one side, you can count a neutral view. I like neutral view, and they always protect people with neutral view. But however,
you don't protect me to them. When somebody come for attack me, say no, in my view, that's for sure.
Yeah, the point where they make here is. You get for and say person you get for stand for something. People in the judge, okay, you don't see you they analyze things. We all they analyze things. If Samura walk out because of in principle, because of not getting free hand, the people in the sea. I'm telling you, Salon people in the sea. So it's not an excuse for saying not the option. It get option. It just choose the easy option. It just choose the easy option.
La defender. Don't forget say now politician, people in the Bena, the entire APC executive. Then they're part of this. So in one game for look the executive, they go look selfish. So you go for comply. I want we're not throwing out. Samura have been in a tight position. And what you win so? What you don't win so for free the political prisoners them and this constitutional review and the electoral review for lay APCD in charge or lay 3 head of people in the all into the way again. So if you walk out, you need again now.
What's electoral review? Oh man, Lord, not funny we say. The truth is, we electoral laws and not be get no issue. Now we owe the man and we manipulator. You know that we don't conduct elections there. We don't get no problem. Trust me, like Banashon. You don't read books there, right? I want to recommend you one author, they call him Bernard Shaw, now Englishman. You get a lot of books that we write. You get one quotation where I like, he say, we don't need too much good laws in any country. What we need good people there. Because if we get too much good laws, even when we get too much good laws there, if we get bad people, then bad people and they turn them good laws and they into bad laws. I don't know if you get the point. You understand what I'm saying?
Partially, yes. No, yeah. But again, if we get good institutions, for me, like I say, the good institutions, the way we say they're not biased, it will be better.
So now the time for talk. Look, unless we get institution, I'll believe me or not, unless we get good institutions there. If the people that would demand the institutions and they are not good, they are partisan, they are manipulative, would they still come back to square one? That's the problem.
Yeah, that you're right. But if you get away with it, make it difficult sometimes. You know, easy like this one. Especially when you know to president the appoint them. Therefore, make and see, let president appoint like the Electoral Commission.
Now you the big solution. These are the solution. These are the solution.
Yes, not to president.
That's the solution. One of the solutions.
Like the High Court, the Supreme Court judge, not to president for appoint them. The key institution and the police chief, the military chief, let them get certain thing that was in committee or institution when they vote them in. That will help small than this one, because if the president has absolute power, definitely get for duty one.
Yeah.
Anyhow, look at honest pull some small
illegal. Yeah, he pull on illegal. Yeah, he pull on
exactly. So
then can go to court and the courts go kick the case out.
So they support them. Yes. You're right, 100%. So, but Samura in this case, may I support and get pressure. I tell you for free, I can get pressure and the contribution and the thank you.
All right, very good. Thank you. All right, okay. Let's take the other call. All right, okay. All right, let me see how they squeeze some of them calls. I mean, the text there. You know, the call they need a good chance for Louis to get that text. But I know we'll go try very hard for squeezing. I do the try for. I mean, scan the text there. And all right, okay. Yes, call outside the call from. Yes, who said the call from?
Yeah, Mr. Komon-Tok, the call from Canada.
All right. You get
the very first time I call on this program.
Okay, you're welcome.
I don't know my contribution that we had, and always done the talk about Sierra Leone people. You know, the blame game, the betrayal, not to now it begin as alone. The one that who know Bible in history, they don't say that betrayal and betrayal. Sad to say, Adebayo, with everything you don't do, we all know say them betrayal. Salon people then they betray, say they betray each other. If when I don't go vote, when I know say the election not right, what you wanna support to, and for depend on people go fetch for una, or na get for rise up for una right. Now, if APC don't do this thing, we don't know which is the truth, but if they don't do it and don't do so, if the people are serious about their right, there is another way. If they go out and show the international community say that they are against what the APC don't do or what the SNP they do, if they stand up for them strongly, then they will come up with an idea for a national unity government. But for the talk, blame this, blame that, although we pray, oh, faith not good. Some of we are the diaspora, not even remember, say, now because for the Sanko be go faith na salon, I make with the oversee today. So yes, not true, faith not good. But if you benefit from them, then you not get for criticize them.
30 seconds more, you get 30
Go
seconds
around the
more.
world. Go around the world, you see how many people don't benefit because of all their wars there. Right? But there are times you get for really stand up and fight for yourself, not rely on somebody else. And people in Nasalo, we always they come up and say, I dream this, I dream that. Man, don't stop, bro. If you know say something not true, do you not talking? But for create something and lie about it, you know, say I lie, you they lie. You they come up, I dream this. Oh, then we don't say this. Oh, now so this person say. Say things then where you know you yourself know say not the truth. Salon people they do them. All them suffer where they suffer now because of their negativity. Too much negativity in a salon. It plenty. It plenty the badat, Sierra Leonean, even the diaspora, even back home.
All right. Okay.
In case, too much
okay. Now we had another voice. In case you want to expand, you will call back. All right. Yes, call outside the call from. Okay, we'll miss this one. All right. Now we maybe they squeeze in this one. Yes. Okay, we miss this one. Yes, call outside the call from. All right. Okay. Now we squeeze in this text. This Blue Cecil, they say the country USA got Sidon with all the religion started. Now then they fight for themselves, so Israel and Palestine. Salon where we with More Mandel, and which is now we they left God. We they left to God. Yes, call outside the call from. Which side they call from? All right, okay, we'll miss this caller. This one they come up from Mary J. What they say, caller, when Samura Kamara sign up for it. If sign up for it, if he says he's a politician, he has to sacrifice everything, including his life. Example, I'm a psychiatric nurse, but when COVID came, I sacrificed my life. And this one they come out from Saleh Mabel Kabo. They say Julius Golaya is gone. This is October 2023, the time that Julius is finished. All right, okay. Yes, caller. I don't know what's happening. I think we need for just switch the line. They give you some problem again for connect. When I continue for try number, the line they give you some problem. Would we reset time? Let's see it go pull back. Would they reset time one more time? If you not work now, then we'll cancel the. At least we don't get some calls there inside. Okay. All right. Okay. Lois, rush quickly on the text there. All right. I think you don't connected now. All right. So yeah, caller. Who's that you call from? Who's that you call from?
Yeah, I call from US.
All right. You get the platform. You go ahead.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Me na born APC Pekin. Waiting Samura do show. I'm not go ever in my life forgive am till I go na be grave. Where see Ariba all flex. From where see is suspect. Say now so this my asshole. Don't go talk to mother people. This game it don't well. If somebody be telling me, say Samura Kamara, the kind of life them we don't die behind this election in business. For the country in goodness for any Samura Kamara where people elect who not just not care about anything where the people they look for when are good for that country. They just care for themselves. Whatever if or trap them, we don't put themselves back, where they go put them in jail for, or where they in a court for, now in they just go fetch for themselves. Then therefore fetch for how many millions of people them where they suffer in that country. Look how the country they perish they like today. Look how the country they perish they like today. So man the Canada platform, they can't talk like you could not understand what happened. You get for sacrifice for the people them. Who are in a jail, they did it for a wrongdoing. You know, to the people the right to the council for please the party in APC and for please the one that will not go to prison. Now, what you do now, carry them body. So if I talk, so I will reach show.
All right.
I will talk about that.
Okay, no problem. Okay, now we had another voice. Yes, call outside the call from. Yeah, outside the call from. Yes, call.
Yes, yes, I just want to complete with you. I've been talk about Nami from America.
All right, go ahead.
First of all, yes, yeah. First of all, which I blame what would they say? What would they go through again for do with the leadership winner and the Skoroma? Take into account how many years APC take in Sierra Leone. APC forget like how you work so you do abroad. Then get union. You get money when they put or when they invest in case they want protest. When they protest, that money they take care of the workman then. APC for me for don't get money reserved for take care of the parliamentarian then it then give them 3/4 of the money where they get, where they give abstain and then stay because this particular strategy where they be old. Now the strategy where they for change Sierra Leone completely because waiting do in 6 months time if them before able bear they're not going to parliament. The government go for go down. If for go complete bankrupt because waiting the international organization will get nickel because waiting do now one party system they run. God give them that gift when for protest for abstain. They don't participate. It's so effective that the white man they said no, then they back their teeth, then they wait if we salon people then go able. But money no day. All the contribution where the MP them they make, then they put in their pocket they eat a dime no day for cushion for give to the MPs. So the MPs they say, well, so they get the family, they get for go. Then get for go to the parliament for let them go, let them serve their anti-mod. Because the country is so strong, everything's strong. Now the reason that all caused by the leadership of the MPC, I will tell you this. So now that we don't have this particular juncture, we people they not go ever understand because why? Mortal man, we lost mortal man, we lost mortal man, we lost life. Losing life, you don't go sign an agreement, you don't come back to the people that will make who that you be. It's only an executive of APC, but now people, then are grassroots people, they vote you inside. And at the same grassroots people, then they ready for revolt, and when they ready for protest, when they kill, and not to kill one people, they move. Take we're not able for count, we're not able to give account of waiting how many people they kill. You know, in this kill man killing, then they go pull people that are supposed to kill them. It passed 100 and something according to your record. You want the people that wouldn't kill. Yes. We all don't be concrete. We don't connive with Bio. And then Bio they travel, they go give speech, they go lie more. Because we don't connive with Bio. Yes. Now the principle thing we for take and hold on to. When they come back to the population, now we international partners will come to talk to you. But this thing is too heavy for we because why? The losers, the people that will suffer, will die. We got people in a prison where they right now, but the one that will die, we want an account of them. The mass grave where they go put evangelism. It was not a part of the demonstration. Then go bear them without giving a cops. You can't do that to anybody in this world. Not disrespect to the same APC. No, APC is completely finished. When that particular step what they do, they go sign on behalf of the people. We vote them inside. Yes. Because it's online dialogue.
All right, thank you.
Just say, okay, we're not hearing.
Thank you.
When they come back to people and now can confer. Now we are waiting SF say.
Thank you very much.
Whatever they agree on, we can't agree on. But we can sign and agree on behalf of the people. They go close door. You know which deal when I don't do inside that closed door? It's a plenty deal where shady.
Yeah. No, I agree with you. Certain things they will not put by the paper where yeah, I agree with you. That's for sure.
It's shady.
Thank you very much for your contribution.
We still lose everything not done for good. I'm telling you this. We need a new movement.
Okay.
I announced this year we need a new movement.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, now we had another voice. All right, this will be the last caller. All right, okay, we don't miss this caller. All right, okay. Yes, call outside the call from. Don't they take 2 more calls, then we'll finish the job. 2 more calls.
Mr. Caller, I call from Dubai again.
Yeah.
I just been left something out. In like this interview we play from Al Jazeera. It'd be unfortunate the president because clearly see And for lady president, for lady no say them shoot na APC office. Then a have a color. You know, something we had for take. And one thing the way APC them maybe they think about, I see they not put up. Why don't not force the government for open inquiry about the killings them, for the people that went and die and how they die, and the people that are responsible for them die one for bring them to justice. They don't APC not even bring that kind of thing up. So without know that they don't die, nothing not for talk about them.
Above
Now
case.
without in a prison no more.
Above case.
Now without in a prison, what they talk about, it be unfortunate. Now two them will be bring come very strong because the people that then die, they say their parents and their family, they will feel good say they don't bring people and come to justice. And this include both the civilian and the police that then die. Even the one that kill the police and back them for you track them, the one that kill civilian they will track them. Both sides for you bring them to justice. People who I see most of the tension, but they're killing. People and beat them more, but they killing past most of the things.
All right, thank you.
So I believe so if they could able to do that, they for able bring something down.
All right, thank you very much. Now
Thank you.
Yeah, now we had another voice. Yes, call outside the call from. Yes, I think this will be the last lucky caller for tonight. Yes, call outside the call from.
Good afternoon, Mr. Komon-Tok.
Yes, so hey, how are you? From the Golden.
My heart heavy. Hey, from the Golden State. The city of angels.
Yeah.
I'm sorry for say this. Me na born APC pikin. I come on the Kamara Taylor family. Okay, that declare myself today. Waiting make a call. Samura Kamara, he know waiting he be dey go into. Okay, me I not a defender. He know exactly. Let put this parable in my own words. They can say when you not able hot, not go dance bondo devil or something like that. Because the outfit of the bondo devil is really hot. When you go inside it, they feel hot. So Samura Kamara knows that this if they going to. So why you not want sacrifice in life or anything for do waiting if for do for defend the people there? Why? Not talk what you know they do.
Yeah.
For example, me what they so.
Yeah.
If person call me just now, say, "Oh, help me with this now," I go tell you, say, I not promise you, but I go look into her. Last week I go do. I know say, okay, yes, I go do it for you because I don't say they live by budget. Now make another stuff and I so. Okay? So but you get forget plan. Samura Kamara, if you know say no go and stick to your decision. Not come out, can't begin make like for say you not the most innocent person and you not this and you not that. Being that you not green snake under green grass. I'm sorry for say that. Me, I'm so disappointed. I'm really disappointed.
Take her easy. Take her easy.
Honestly.
Take her easy. That's not the end of the world.
Message. I wake this morning. I want my husband, they say, you see, waiting, you're waiting beyond they say. That's waiting. Now I just go inside Al Jazeera. I begin listen. I listen to it for less than 2 minutes because I read it live. I want to cry by myself. I say, eh? Now so one gun shot, they not shoot. Really? For real? Beyond as we see they say. I know. Oh my God. Salon don't done, yeah? Salon.
No,
we dey far. But
we hope
Kamara,
if
you know say me, I don't with Salon. I dey tell her accept tonight. Now making the push.
Nobody need to go no side. Nobody marry. Na lie. Nobody need to go no side. We all dey go na side. We know the drive. We know the drive. We know the drive.
Dr. Samura, if you been no say you don't want to stick to, you will not can give you what you know say.
Nobody need to go na side.
Me na diagnose.
We all dey go side.
During COVID, I worked the entire COVID, but look at me, I survived it. I really survived. I sacrificed my life. I get 8 and 12-year-old picking. I 8 years and 12 years. I sacrificed me. And the kind side this old. I don't get my go near me picking them. Because now that I sign up for becoming a nurse.
All right.
I worked throughout COVID. When the COVID been bad, I don't can't take off can't sit on at house. I work. So if you know that this you don't sign up for, go in for it. Sacrifice your life. Do what you're supposed to do.
All right, thank you very much.
I'm so
but
glad that Dr. Samura
nobody not get for the son Sierra Leone. Now we all get Sierra Leone.
I don't disown that.
Nah, lie. Who know they do?
I don't disown that. I don't take the blue book. I don't do anything.
We know they agree. We know agree. And we know have the last caller. All right, I'll just get a bonus call. All right, this. Okay, miss this one. We help this person, but all right. Now we give the bonus. The last. These are the bonus call. This. Yes, call outside the call from.
Yes, Komon-Tok. Good afternoon, good evening, and it's outside there.
Yes.
Yeah,
Who side they call from?
The United States. Sorry.
Go ahead. Who side they call from?
Yes, I call from the United States.
All right, you got a platform. Go ahead.
Yes. Yes. So they've been my first time for participating.
You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome.
Yes. So one thing within me gather from all these things is the foundation. One thing, the level of understanding of people is very low. Which I mean level, the level of understanding for determine who is a good leader. Most of us will be carried away by the population, by the flow.
Yeah.
Now, some of who will understand better. One thing I gather earlier on, I gotta say, first, I didn't cry Samura, but I count down on in personality and on in characteristics as a leader. So we will do high level of education. You will know which are some of the characteristics of a good and a better leader. One, an ability to inspire others.
Yeah.
From the time I don't ever see any kind of inspiration in Samura Kamara say he inspire people. I try to deviate from that kind of idea, but I read up in everything. Some are not able to make a better decision. You as a leader, you for able to give a decision. Make for example, like that 72 hours wait it be due to Kone. Everybody be they look onto Samura waiting get for happen after the 72 hours. After the 72 hours, waiting happen, nothing. That's from that point, make some of we begin actually see the type of leader. And again, you count about integrity. I remember somebody mentioned about integrity, about a leader. I didn't cry Samura down, but I don't see any level of integrity in Samura Kamara. One, in terms of honesty. One, first of all, where we are, because we are not the day, we are say he grab go meet Madabiu. Unbeknown to in other party members there. That alone, now a trustworthiness, it don't betray, it not transparent with in action and decision. Why if I go grab? You don't get to carry, you don't get the charisma. You don't get the charisma. I know majority of people, some people they follow this guy because of maybe don't tire with SLPP. But that is not the point. Follow somebody where you feel, but don't follow somebody where you know say this boat here so why they go load back. It walks past the one way at the Komon-Tok. Now if like a waiting happen now so and our neighboring country, the ruling party or the opposition where they don't go on a run-up. I get a Baku of my neighboring, I get Baku friends. Then they tell me clearly, say, we they follow this guy because we don't tire which upon we are. I say, where is this guy? They say, oh, no matter how it is, no matter in age, even we go inaugurate this guy inside casket. That will tell you that the guy is not capable. His in age don't tell on him. But that's not how it's supposed to be when we elect a leader. Like again, another person mentioned again about judging. Yes, God say we not for judge others, but God not the God will give you wisdom.
All right.
Judge people.
You get 30 seconds more.
Yes, but it give you wisdom for judge people. Where we books that talk, I say we get wisdom more than angels. Then we get wisdom more than angels. That's what you say. It give we knowledge. God be on if we say we want for who we say, okay, go ahead from the time of Adam and Eve. It give we authority. I say go ahead and just like I say, stand for something or fall for nothing. That's it. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you very much. Can I add now the last caller? All right, for tonight. So Fambule, we don't switch line off now. I will tell now plenty thank you as always. We really they benefit from the ideas and fantastic ideas, so brilliant ideas when they bring calm. These are the power of social media, the power of internet connectivity, the power of the media. So Lord, we continue for honesty. Lord, we continue for use responsible, maturedly for let at least to bring and change in the country. It's clear now. There's two parties there. I mean, they're not good for salon. It's true. APC and SLPP are not good for salon people because I mean, from independence we get evidence. We're not just talk. We get evidence from 1961. Now we check the other country there. Now then two party and then two party and then don't The eyes, now they don't rule throughout, you understand? What's kind of tangible development where you go boast of Sierra Leone? You know, some of those buildings, the stadium, Amosia Stadium, so Pangan Stadium, check. Anyway, the point where they make here is we continue to sensitize yourself, make an informed decision. We never know. Maybe in the next 1 year, maybe in the next 2 years, other movements then will come out and we go see how best we will help the country there. The only thing they ask now, nobody know they run away past alone. Nobody know they do so now. All will be so passionate about salon. Not to know the sooner. Not to say woman will make on the sooner. We don't know waiting for God to do so. Maybe sometimes Samura be calm because the man able indecisive, able to take decision for himself. Maybe sometimes for worse past that. Maybe salon for worse. Imagine wouldn't have something that control it, they control you, understand? Because you don't prove now. You don't prove the man able to make decision. You see, Madabio be talking about one of in campaign. He say that 72 hours, Madabio way go do that campaign. He say not to Samura talk now. Not Samura na right and for her. If I remember, not to so plan. He say na right for her. Samura na right for her. Now force, it's not force enforcer for me, read for her, put it right. Now for because they're all presidents, all people are right to the right for them, you understand? They get a speech writer there, which is normal. The point here is when they say now force enforcer for read. Now force enforcer for read that ultimatum, that's 72 hours. And I did the whole thing done. To argue with those scholars then, are they done, you know? But anyway, we've done plenty thank you. As always, we'll come back tomorrow when we get another interesting segment. Until then, me and Mr. Komon-Tok on a bye-bye. Yeah, before I forget, if you're not subscribed, consider for this. So very important for me, please. All right.
Attention. Are you hungry for the latest insights on politics and good governance issues from the motherland, Sierra Leone? Look no further than Talking Points, your go-to platform for engaging discussions. Subscribe today and let your voice surge. Talking Points is where smart minds come alive. Subscribe now.